really make it more popular, you really need to bring in the developers. And I think there's more web developers in the world than there is platform or application developers. So I would say, just roughly say that think of add-ons would be attractive for developers coming from the desktop. Okay, the goal of Jetpack or Extensions 2.0 is make it attractive for web developers to come in and to write extensions. So they're using web-based technologies, HTML, JavaScript, CSS. So there will be no Zool, the XML user interface language in Jetpack extensions. It's, number one, it's not a standard. The barrier to entry is a little bit higher than web technologies. The goal for Jetpack extensions is for them to be more secure. So right now, when you install an add-on into your Firefox, you're basically giving it privileges to do anything it likes. It can read anything in your hard disk, it can read all your passwords, it can get all your bookmarks, it can take all your browser data, so just keep that in mind. Mozilla Add-ons is vetting all add-ons, reviewing them, looking at the code, trying to keep you secure, but there's always one that will get through the net. It's been lucky up to now. There hasn't been any, really malicious add-ons out there in the wild, but it's probably only a matter of time before there is. So the goal of Jetpack extensions is to make them more secure. They'll be running in a sandbox, and they won't have the same privileges as the add-ons in the current system. You won't be able to get out all your data. There will be APIs for getting some data, but it will be opt-in, it will be more transparent, and the user will have more of an idea of what's going on. Be more remixable, so you'll be able to interact more with web content, a la Grease Monkey user scripts. They're kind of more in the vein of that. Be more robust, which means they won't break between versions of Firefox. Be a standard API. You won't have to restart when you install them. And there will be silent updates. So right now, when you restart Firefox or in the middle of doing something, you get these alerts. We have found updates for your extensions. It will be silent now, so be less interaction. And the goal here is, number one, help developers. Number two, make the user experience more pleasant. There's some other things going on in Mozilla Labs. Jetpack is a labs project. Ubiquity. Anybody heard of Ubiquity? No. Okay. What is Ubiquity? It's the goal is to bring natural language processing into the browser. You just want to type somewhere, map of Pristina mail to Bob, and away it goes, does the business, goes and grabs the map, via Gmail or some other web mail system, does everything. So if you think of it kind of like a command line interface to the web, it's a very complex system when you take into account different languages. Okay, so obviously there's grammar issues, there's encoding issues, there's a lot of things. And there was in the early versions of Ubiquity, you would hit a control key combination and up would pop a little window at the side where you can type in your command. Now let's talk about uplifting it to Firefox but integrating it into the location bar. So you can type your natural language command into the location bar and go from there. But the location bar, the awesome bar as it's called in Firefox, is kind of pretty crowded already. It already gives you suggestions from your bookmarks, from your history, and from other sources. So it's a little bit tricky on the next stage how to uplift it into Firefox. So we'll see where that goes. There's personas. Personas are lightweight themes. So I don't know if you've ever looked at the structure of a theme for Firefox, but it's a lot of files, it's complicated, and if you're just a designer with an idea to make Firefox look nice, it's hard to make a theme. So the goal here with personas is to simplify that. bspin. Another huge focus in Mozilla right now is developer tools. So when you're developing for the web applications to provide you with tools such as Firebug, for example, to make your job easier. And bspin is kind of like a showcase. It's a code editor, but it runs in the browser, and it's based 100% on open standards. The main technology behind it is Canvas. I don't know if you're familiar with Canvas, the drawing standard. But it uses a lot of the other features that I mentioned earlier, such as web workers, such as XML HTTP requests, and it has all the features of a code editor, code folding, syntax highlighting. But I think the really useful thing about it is that the collaboration features. So right now, say for Google Docs, you can collaborate